Nothing puts greater timber on the parlous state of security in the country than a denudation of the virtual edges and moats around the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) and the disarray of the phalanx of booths in the city. Abuja was once assumed to be impregnable and residents lived with a false sense of security, but the terrorist blazes in the nation's capital in 2013 and 2014 jotted many out of the reverie. With the dawning of the Buhari administration, the bombing in the city petered out. The security forces also appear to have nicked the insecurity in the northeast to subsidence at the time. I recall that in 2016, Tukur Burusai, Chief of Army Staff, in a feat of showmanship, presented a flag reportedly retrieved from the last frontier of the insurgents to President Muhammadu Buhari, but a few months after the big show, the insurgency metastasized. What really happened? As a matter of fact, the FCC enjoyed a bit of calm from terrorism, but with flickers of other crimes like armed robbery, one-chance operations, rape and carjacking. However, as the Buhari administration lost its compass by slits of abominable incompetence, the entire security bearing of the city and the country caved in. From Borno, Kano, Katsina, Zamfara to Niger, Kogi and Nasarawa bandits expropriated pieces of earth. While some of us in Abuja had looked on the devastation of insurgency and banditry in other parts of the country from a safe distance and with a smack of privilege, the doom comes right at our doors. Really, the Buhari administration has failed spectacularly to secure Nigerians everywhere and anywhere. The government has also failed to secure the very corners from where it sits to preside over the country. What an extravagant failure. Abuja is home to the headquarters of the DSS, the police, the army, the Air Force, the Navy, the NIA, the DIA, and other security and paramilitary agencies. But right under the lenses of this octopus of agencies, bandits are attacking communities within the territory and on the fringes of the city. What a phenomenal shame. If they cannot secure their base and the areas around it with diligence, can they secure anywhere else in the country? The DSS and the police in particular appear to be very dutiful in combating civil protests and in arresting dissenters. This is why the nation is taken up in galling insecurity. The expertise of these agencies is demonstrable on the civilian population, not on those who have picked up arms against the state. Just a few days ago, the Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) issued an anticipatory warning to its officers, saying the Boko group had set up hotbeds in Abuja and that they were oiling their cannons to launch attacks on 5 locations across the nation's capital. In an internal memo, H.A. Sabo, controller of enforcement at the customs headquarters, asked officers to be on the alert. He spelled out the locations in Abuja, Kogi and Nasarawa where the nurseries of these terrorists are bubbling. Information reaching the Controller General of Customs reveals the existence of this Boko group camps in and around the Federal Capital Territory, the memo read. Further reports have it that they are planning to attack some selected targets within the territory. They are reported to have set up their camps in the following identified enclaves: Keyam Bush along Airport Road, off DIA Staff Quarters, Abuja; Robochi, Gwangwalada Forest, Kwaku Forest, Kuje, Abuja; Unashia Forest in Toto Local Government of Nasarawa State; and Jegu Forest close to Idu Town in Kogi State. Consequently, you are to be at alert and security conscious of your environment at all times. What is most disconcerting in the memo is the tone of helplessness by the customs. Consequently, You are to be alert. You are to be at alert and security conscious of your environment at all times. What could be more dispiriting? If an agency in the security network is gripped by trepidation, then it is a serious cause for alarm. We should all be worried. But on Thursday, bandits pushing violence in the Gongalanda axis of the FCT struck at Tunga Maje, a suburb of Abuja, reportedly kidnapping 20 people after a vehemence of brutality on the community. The community has become a select victim of the invaders who attacked the area some weeks ago. What is telling about the recent attack is that it happened just days after the customs memo was reported. There is no reprieve from torment for the residents of Tunga Maji who have to endure intolerable trauma. The government has failed them just as it has failed other Nigerians in states under the reign of bandits and insurgents. Also, there have been coordinated attacks by bandits in other parts of FCT, in Kuje where a traditional ruler was kidnapped, and in Peggy where 9 people including a 12-year-old were abducted. And with every successful onslaught, these gunmen are revived and excited to inch into the city center. There have been 3 reported attacks on a road or in life camp so far. Insecurity anywhere should concern us all. First, the security crisis was localized in Borno, then it mushroomed in Yobe, Bauchi, and Adamawa. It took the form of banditry in the northwest, and now it is metastasizing in the north central. With Abuja as a trophy target, we must not discount insecurity anyway. We are all potential victims. One thing stands out: the Buhari administration has failed on security in all axes, even in its house. So guys, I don't know why the DSS that are always jumping on civilians, individual. Oh, I can remember the last time when they arrested Shiwore. They say, oh, the intelligence guardians, you don't expect us to fold our hands and begin to see somebody who is going to turn the country upside down. Recently, Obadiah Melafia, he said he gave an information. It's just an ordinary, it's a, not a, how will I put it? It's not a military, I don't know whether it's a, but it's not a security personnel. But he gave that information, and since then they've been tormenting this man's life every now and then, inviting him. He has said it. He said one of the governors in the north is the commander of these Boko people. They were shouting here and there. Up till now, they've not even gone to investigate to know what he said, whether it is true or it is in line with what they themselves have been reporting. The issue of Esme, they don't even see anything about it. People who are taking people's lives, the set of people who are taking people's lives, you are not even, we are not hearing anything from you. To the extent that the Mietiala, or yeah, yes, that's what that's the umbrella of Esme. They will be making some kind of statement, inciting statements, yet the DSS will behave as if they are not hearing. A lot of things like that. But if an individual makes a statement, the next thing they will invite you. The other day they invited Tiwa Savage and Don Jazzy. Tell me, what security threats are those people to the nation? Because you are criticizing, they will go after you. See how they treated Omoyele Sowore. Now see what is happening again. The information being given. Information was given, yet they couldn't even act. And some days after or a week after, these people struck in the same Abuja. They got the information. Some people were saying, oh, how can an ordinary custom or whatever? But they gave the information, and yet it's happening. But DSS will never get that information. Burutai will never get that kind of information, but we will be looking for a way to go to the southeast to go and declare state of emergency in that place. Borno, you have not declared. Kaduna, you have not declared. All those Bauchi, Borno, or whatever, you have not declared state of emergency, but you want to go to a place where the people are peaceful, but you are the guys looking for their trouble. They will not get any form of information. It was just like a play. Oh, some people were like, oh, it was fake news. It was fake news. When customs brought they released that information, they say it was a fake news. But it happened. It really happened. Very soon, other ethnic groups in Nigeria will come out against the Fulanis and expel them, including Buhari from Nigeria. What Malafia revealed sometimes ago is happening right now. Buhari and his APC is a bunch of disgrace to mankind. Everything about them is negative. May God help and protect Nigeria as this government seems helpless. Say Baba, Obama engineered the coming of PMB and total takeover of Nigeria by Islamists. When PMB threw our borders open in December 2019 in Egypt, little did we see it coming until months later when millions of young men trooped in from our porous northern borders. So guys, let us hear your opinion because this is really ridiculous. Really ridiculous. They will be chasing the DSS police. They go after protesters, but leaving while bandits have taken over Abuja. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take.